Hi guys and gals, Froggy here. I'm going to show you how to put this battery terminal size adjuster thing, I don't know exactly what you call it, on your negative terminal of your battery. Also, I'm going to put some of these anti-corrosion, anti-oxidation, whatever it is that happens when you get that white stuff around your battery terminal. Somebody put it down in the comments what you call that white stuff. This is a disconnect that I just wanted to have that in the video to show you. In the good old days, this was what went on your battery terminal, and you tighten this, and if you did it right, it never came off. These new style, hold on, let me grab a flashlight. This is the new style. Right there in the middle of the screen is the negative, and you can see it's very different, and I don't like them very much. The way they tighten up on the post is they don't have a lot of room for error. Basically, if you have a battery, usually the negative post is smaller than the positive post, and I think you can probably see that here just by looking at those two. This one's bigger. If you have an original equipment battery, I guess it works okay. But if you use an aftermarket battery, this is a Costco Interstate I got about a year ago. The battery terminal doesn't tighten up enough on the negative. Maybe this negative post is a little bit smaller than the OEM. I don't know. I think that's probably the answer. But anyway, to not lose all my radio and heating and seat memory and probably half a dozen other memory things, I'm going to show you a simple way to just get some power to the car while you disconnect the battery. Now, I'm sure you've seen on the internet these memory saver things with a 9-volt battery or a 12-volt battery, and you plug them into the cigarette lighter or you plug them into the OBD2 connector. Well, be careful, because I don't like the idea of plugging in and sending 12 volts into the OBD2 connector, and some engineer or somebody in China decided which pin. There's more than a dozen pins in the OBD2 connector, and which one's going to get that 12 volts? Well, cross your fingers when you plug it in. I don't know. There's lots of different cars, and it's not really 100% a standard on OBD2. It is somewhat a standard, but it's not 100% a standard. So instead of doing that, this is just how you would jump a car. On a Corvette, your positive is right there, just off this big fuse block here. Your negative is down near the header. All right, positive and negative from a known good battery, and I'm good to go. Nothing is going through cigarette lighters or OBD2 connectors, and I like this way better. Okay? Okay, I hit the pause it a little bit there. My granddaughter came out and invited me to a party with 3 Minnie Mouses. We're coming to that party, but anyway, I got to finish this up first, and then I'll go to the party. So now I can disconnect those cables, and nothing is going to get unmemorized in the car. Just be careful, don't touch them together, all right? Because there's power from another battery to the car. So that power will very likely be coming here and here too. Okay, so keep them separate. Now I'm going to take it apart, 10 millimeter socket. I made these little battery cable covers. Well, it's just a couple of pieces of, that's a rubber floor mat, I think, that I cut up, and some rescue tape. So you just, when you take it off, just shove the cable end in there, and then it can't short out against anything. May as well use them. And the nuts have a little captured washer on them. So this is what I want to show you. Where's my flashlight? Okay, I put a little light on there. I don't really see how screwing that nut down on here tightens anything up. It's just like pressure. It's just a interference fit, if you want to call it. The post goes through there. There's nothing tightening it up in that direction. Is there? I just don't get it. So what I guess I'm going to do is take some vice grips and squeeze this thing closed, like mechanically, make it smaller. Then I'm going to shove it down on there, and then I'm going to tighten this up. But it's just, to me, it's a stupid design. It's just same way on that side. I don't get it. If somebody can explain to me how screwing the nut down on this tightens anything up, I would love to know. This has kind of a slot, and the slot has tapered sides to it. So I get that, I see that, but I don't see how it does anything. All right? Now, if the nut had a cone on the other side of it, let me explain that to you. Okay, so if there was like a cone piece here that would force itself down from the narrow part to the wider part, then yeah, that would tighten up. But maybe these are not the original nuts, but I don't get it. But I'm going to try and fix it by putting that sleeve on there and making that post bigger, okay? Well, I just spent 10 minutes on my computer searching, and yeah, it's a special cone-shaped nut. There's supposed to be a cone where my thumb is touching there. Some genius engineer at GM thought that would be a good idea. So these won't work. I'm going to try and find one. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, and the point has been made that you need that special cone-shaped nut. The cone will ride in this elongated cutout here, and as you tighten down, it'll move this marginally tighter. I still don't like the whole concept. Just give me an old-fashioned damn battery clamp like that and call it good. But give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. I've given you the solution. I can't show it to you because I don't have it right now. But I think that my idea about jumping the car to keep all your memory is a pretty good idea. Give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want more from Froggy. Give me a ring the bell if you want notifications. Be safe. Have fun. Froggy out. Bye-bye. So basically, some dummy who didn't know any better lost the cone-shaped nuts. So they put some regular 10mm nuts on there. Long story short. Well, I got to thinking where those darn special nuts could have gone. And the battery hold-down clamps, focus, there, right where I'm pointing, those are 10mm also. So I thought to myself, well, what if some guy was changing the battery and switched those nuts off one for the other? And guess what? Sure enough, the special cone-shaped nuts, which are not needed for the hold-down, of course, they were right there. So I'm taking them off, just swapping nut for nut, and it should work now. And I'm also going to put those little felt anti-corrosion things in there too. So, problem solved, and you've got a picture of it and everything. I would order some of those, you know, they're probably only like, if you can find it, a couple dollars a piece, just for spares. Okay, see ya, bye. Oh, one last bit. Since I did found the correct cone shape nut, cone shape on the bottom, I'm not going to use this, but this is still a clever idea if you've got a terminal that's too small. Just slip that thing out over there, make it bigger. Okay, bye. So yes, you could actually see this little space right there where my fingernail is getting smaller, so it was tightening up. It did work the way it's supposed to work. Still, I don't know, it's just one of those engineering genius ideas that in the field, it has a lot of problems in the field. Anyway, now I have confidence that I'm not going to lose power when I'm at Willow Springs or the Roval up in Fontana doing 150 and all of a sudden the cable pops off. Okay, see ya, bye.